Hello, Lulu.
We received the autopsy report on Dex Heller.
I need your help.
I'm pregnant.
Sasha finally tells Michael she's pregnant. Shocking, because, of course, drama loves to pop up at the most convenient time. Sonny's about to get himself a one-way ticket to the hospital, and guess who's going to swoop in to save him? That's right, Jason. Because who else would come to the rescue when Sonny's in trouble? In case you missed it, they dropped a subtle hint about a heart attack at the end of last week's episode. Because why wouldn't they tease the end of one of the show's longest-running characters? If Sonny goes, well, that's it for me. That's one too many favorite characters to lose. Oh, and Sasha? She should have been either Brennan's daughter or Cyrus. I mean, seriously, if she was connected to one of them, it would have brought her right into the Spencer family fold. Instead, we're stuck with the Scorpios. Such a missed opportunity. As for the woman who shot at Valentin and Dante, I'm calling it. She's working for Brennan, and Brennan probably gave her the order. The plot twists practically write themselves, don't they? Lucky really needs to step up and help Elizabeth get cleared of any wrongdoing, because let's be real, she's not responsible for Sam's or Dex's deaths. Glad Sasha told Michael about her pregnancy, though. I've always liked them together, so here's hoping they patch things up. Meanwhile, Willie and Amelia can stay with Michael and Willow, while Nina can ride off into the sunset with Uncle Whiskers. Everyone wins, except Sonny, obviously. Here's hoping he's not going to be the next victim. I can't deal with losing another one. And Valentin? He's got dirt on Jack, and Jack's clearly terrified that Valentin's going to spill it. Jack's gotta want Valentin gone, and if he's smart, he'll make it happen soon. As for Anna, oh, she's back to her old tricks, being a double agent, throwing Sonny and Jack under the bus, and covering for Valentin. It's almost like we know exactly where Emma got her skills for being manipulative and selfish. Classic Anna? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Wow, so much happened in just a few seconds, I can barely process it. Michael's face? Classic. As for Sonny, don't worry, they'll figure it out. Jason's not going to leave him alone in that hospital. There's no way that storyline makes any sense if they do. It's all over the place. And it looks like Lulu, Charlotte, or Dante are in line to take a shot at Valentin. Meanwhile, Anna, pretty sure she just tasered Brennan. What a way to kick off January. And speaking of things to keep an eye on, did anyone catch Cyrus's line in the plaza? Evil is everywhere. I don't think he was just talking about himself. We've got him, Sidwell, who I'm loving right now. So glad they're bringing him back. And of course, Heather, who ominously told her grandson, I will be back. As much as I like Brennan, I'm convinced he never actually left Pikeman, and it's still active. The spy storylines in the past were always so good, so here's hoping they actually build on this one. Okay, enough rambling. Can you tell I'm on holiday? Haha. But seriously, it was nice of Terry to blindside her. Supposedly they're good friends, and then the lawyers show up. I honestly expected that from Portia, but not Terry. Now I'm starting to wonder if this chest pain moment for Maurice Bernard is signaling his exit. He's been talking about retiring for a while, and considering he's been in Cyrus's line of fire, it could be his way off the show, maybe even joining the ranks of the serial killer list. I really hope they're not trying to kill off all the veteran actors, though. I swear, if they kill Sonny off, I'm done. They're offing way too many people lately. What's going on with this show? Are they trying to tank it? And seriously, we need more Jason and Sonny time. They never get any scenes together anymore. If the writers don't listen to the fans, the show is going to lose them. And then what? No more show. One last thing. Brennan is having them pull video footage, and I'm convinced Cyrus will be caught right before they try to pin everything on Liz. I really wish they'd just leave Liz alone already. Enough is enough. All right, let's break this down because, honestly, it's hard to believe what I'm hearing. So, no one could find Charlotte or her wanted father, who, by the way, had a 2-hour head start on the cops, until Lulu comes out of a 4-year coma, somehow fully recovers from a transplant, and then bolts without telling a soul. Oh, and she only knows the general city and country where Charlotte is. Seriously? This is the moment we're supposed to buy into. Look, I didn't know much about Lulu before this, and if I'm being honest, I'm not a fan now. But credit where credit's due, she's right about one thing. Charlotte is way safer at home. Valentin's dramatic spiel about Charlotte getting shot makes 0 sense. Yes, Charlotte's a kid, but let's call it what it is. She got herself shot because of her own stupidity and being manipulated by a grandfather who's now out of the picture. It's not like poor Charles is some war zone waiting to take her out. As for Sonny, let's talk about that. He should not be giving Nina a dime of his money. I mean, I've been paying attention. Nina's got a tiny apartment, works for Drew at Carly's hotel. And what exactly does she own? Jason paid for that hotel, so Nina's sitting on a small fortune, courtesy of her ex. And okay, someone made a comment about Drew being like Willow's new cult leader. After that weird scene with him and Nina, I'm starting to wonder if that might actually be true. I mean, there was some seriously off energy there. But I'll give Nina this, her advice wasn't totally wrong. Michael might not care to get involved, but his family? That's a different story. You've got Tracy, Ned, Carly, basically, the whole town will be in the mix, whether Michael likes it or not. Just my 2 cents. Overall, today set up some decent stories. Lucky's got a new job, Ava's officially broke, Alexis is in control, Lulu's about to find Charlotte, and probably take the blame for whatever goes wrong, and there's a shooting on the horizon. Oh, and Sonny's heading to Heart Attack Central. Looks like a pretty juicy week ahead, right? Also, who else felt like the scene with Trina and the painting was just a total waste of time? And Alexis? I couldn't stop laughing when she slammed the door in Ava's face. Honestly, after all the garbage Ava pulled on Alexis, there's no way she's getting any of that Cassadine fortune. Lulu's back, and it's a good reminder of how much I can't stand her know-it-all attitude. Honestly, does she ever stop acting like she has the answer to everything? And as for Trina, let's just say, she's got some big teeth. But don't get your feelings hurt. I wasn't being mean, just stating a fact. She's gorgeous, no doubt, but yeah, those teeth are hard to miss. I'm usually the guy who says, it's just a soap, and I'm not exactly a fan of Elizabeth. But what Terry, Portia, and I'm assuming the hospital lawyer are doing, that's sketchy, to say the least. Elizabeth has every right to have a lawyer or union rep in the room while she's being interrogated. What exactly is Cyrus holding against her? Why is she the one being thrown under the bus for Sam and Dex? And seriously, what's the deal with Morgan's death? Killing him off was a mistake. He'd be the perfect person to take over Sonny's business, if it ever came to that. Speaking of questionable decisions, has Maxie joined the latest trend of weight loss by taking diabetes meds? Nice. Honestly, they need to fire the entire writing team, and probably the producers too, because they're absolutely destroying this show. Now, let's talk about Michael and Willow. For the record, Michael's mistake wasn't the same as Willow's. Hopefully, people can at least agree on that. Michael didn't just get drunk and sleep with Sasha on a whim. He was ambushed by Drew and ended up in bed with her, and we all know he didn't plan that. So let's not act like he's some heartless jerk. I think he feels guilty about it, especially after that chat with Chase. Michael's self-aware at least. He knows karma's biting him, but that doesn't mean he's a total lost cause. Finally caught up on GH from the last 2 weeks, and let's just say, Curtis kicking Drew to the curb was a highlight. Also, Jordan's face at the clinic when Drew was around? Hilarious. Willow and Drew? Absolutely disgusting. And can we talk about Nina? I was starting to tolerate her again, but now I'm back to thinking she's the worst. I can't believe she's not telling Willow about what a creep Drew is. Lucas ripping into Willow was comedy gold. Seriously though, how did Lucas find out about Willow and Drew? That was random. Also, Rick and Alexis decorating together. Pure comedy. And Emma? What happened to her character? They've turned her into a brat. And the new actress? Yikes, she can't even act. And don't even get me started on how she treated Sasha. So out of line. At least I'm loving Brennan and Carly though. Their interactions with Joss are a breath of fresh air, and it's nice to see Joss interacting with people other than Dex. Oh, and if they break up Brooklyn and Chase, I'll be seriously pissed. So let me get this straight. George doesn't like 3 out of 40 main characters on a show, with a whole pile of recurring ones. And now he's boycotting the entire thing. Genius move, right? Because clearly 3 people being annoying is enough to throw away all 40 other characters. The logic is flawless. Now, let's talk about this bombshell. Michael Corinthos, the guy everyone loves to hate, is apparently the next victim of the budget cuts. Oh, fantastic. Fire a fan-favorite character? What could go wrong? Please, for the love of all things holy, do not fire the actor who plays Michael Corinthos. Seriously, there are way more budget-friendly ideas out there. Like, how about trimming those ridiculous 8-minute commercial breaks right after the last scene? Or hey, maybe cutting down on dialogue. It's not like we're tuning in to hear everyone talk, right? Just get to the action. And speaking of action, update on this week's schedule. Brace yourselves. It's 3 days of new content with repeats filling up the rest. I know, how thrilling. Now, about Sasha being pregnant. Oh boy, this is gonna get messy. With Michael being the faithful husband, we assume, and Sasha's belly growing, it's gonna look like he was the one cheating first. Oh, and will Jason swoop in again to protect Michael from his own mess? Or is he gonna just sit back and watch this dumpster fire burn? Who knows, but it's sure to be a ride. As for Michael leaving, seriously, how does this all play out? My money's on Drew and Willow being shoved together, until that Nina truth bombs, of course. Because what's more fun than watching all these love triangles collapse in on themselves? And now, on to Ms. Emma Drake. Ah, the beloved bratty teen who's clearly just going through some growing pains. Some people can't see past her attitude, but let's be real, she's just trying to figure out who she is. Her brain's still developing, people. This girl's in the middle of an existential crisis, torn between her perfect grandmother, Anna, and Jocelyn, who has it all together like she's got the secret recipe for life. Cut her some slack. Finally, regarding the Cassadines and Ava's divorce settlement, let's break it down. It sounds like the money wasn't even Nicholas's to give. Shocking, right? That's the only explanation that makes any sense. Otherwise, this whole plotline is just a mess waiting to implode. Why are some people upset about Amanda Setton's lack of skin exposure while others are defending it? I really don't get it. She's in bed wearing pajamas. Who cares? It just seems like an odd thing to nitpick. Were people this bothered by covered-up women on soaps in the past too? Because there have definitely been other women who've stayed fully dressed on the show. And let's talk about TJ for a second. Hands down, the most annoying character on the show. Sorry, not sorry. As for Alexis, there's no way she's going to help the person who killed her grandchild. Not happening. Is Valentin really that oblivious? Does he seriously not realize it was Charlotte's own reckless behavior that got her shot? I mean, after everything she did to Anna, breaking into Anna's apartment, and then he finds out it's his daughter stalking Anna and still doesn't tell her. That's on him too. In case you missed it, Soap Opera Digest, a reliable source, has the GH schedule for December 30, January 3. New episodes will air on Monday, Thursday, and Friday, while encore episodes are airing on the other 2 days. Monday kicks off with Elizabeth making a major discovery while trying to show something special to Kai. On New Year's Eve, Tuesday, we get an encore episode from August 26, 2024, where Tracy is rattled, Laura embarks on a mission, Anna recruits Robert's help, and more. Then on Wednesday, the first day of 2024, there's another encore episode from September 23, 2024, where Carly and Brennan have a loaded confrontation, Portia is on edge, and Elizabeth voices her doubts. Thursday brings back new episodes with Michael getting a shock, Anna making a threat, and more. On Friday, Charlotte makes a big decision, Sonny reflects on his future, and plenty more drama unfolds. Oh, and a third victim has died from a heart attack, just like Sam and Dex, which is making Elizabeth look more suspicious, like she's the angel of death. Luckily, Rick's there for her as her lawyer. Meanwhile, Alexis is starting to question whether Christina should really be taking over Sonny's bar, worried that she'll get tangled up in his criminal activities. Sonny, by the way, is having some health problems while working out. Valentin and Lulu both love Charlotte, but neither wants to let her go. Lulu almost convinces Valentin to see her side, but then Dante walks in, and suddenly Valentin's convinced Lulu set him up. Someone even tried to kill Valentin. Alva turns to Laura for help with her financial problems, but Laura reminds her that all the Cassidy money now belongs to Ace. Alexis slams the door in Eva's face. Lucky tells Isaiah he'll stay in Port Charles until Elizabeth doesn't need him anymore. And Lucky also asks Christina if she's looking for a bartender. So yeah, it's another wild week ahead on GH. I can hardly contain my excitement about the upcoming Kai storyline. Speculation, anyone? I can't wait for the moment when star NFL prospect Hubie Kai somehow, against all logic and reason, decides to stick around at PC. Maybe he'll get a career-ending injury, or better yet, throw his NFL dreams away for the woman who treated him like garbage. Honestly, the thought of either outcome just fills me with such joy. And, of course, let's not forget the hilarity that is PC minus 60 years without a college football team. And now they magically have a D1 university that everyone's obsessed with and churns out NFL prospects. Just perfect. I mean, who doesn't love that narrative? EDIT. Before anyone starts getting all technical about the possibility of an injury, I know, they happen. Let me be clear, I'm not knocking the realism of that. What really gets me is the idea of watching some poor kid lose his dream, or, even worse, give it up for the sake of a relationship with Trina. For the sake of a relationship, people. That's what's going to make this so painful to watch. The whole giving up on a dream for love thing? Yeah, super realistic, if we lived in a soap opera world. Here's my hot take. I predict a career-ending injury for Kai during the bowl game, forcing him to reevaluate his life goals. Maybe Trina will be involved in that, maybe not. Who knows? But you know what? This storyline, it's actually not the worst one on the horizon. No, that honor goes to anything Christina-related, Gio's mysterious parentage, and the shocking revelation that Sasha is Robert's daughter. Fantastic stuff, right? I do think they learned a thing or two from NAC or Spencer, though. This whole college football thing is a nice, fresh direction for a character like Kai. If he's done with his contract, he could always head to pro sports instead of doing the overused, kill off the character and bring them back later routine. Honestly, as someone who's not a big football fan, I'm actually okay with the PCU or Landview rivalry. It's nice to see sports bring people together for a change. Far better than the usual mob drama, if you ask me. Maybe it'll even attract a few more viewers who want to see sports get a little spotlight. But hey, it's a soap opera. People come and go. Instead of railing against change, I think I'll just sit back and enjoy this little bit of fresh drama. It's kind of a nice change of pace. General question. So I've recently started watching General Hospital again after, like, ages. Can someone explain why Alexis is the trustee for Valentine's estate, and is she somehow related to Ace? Answer: Okay, so Alexis is not the trustee for Valentine's estate. Let's clear that up first. She's actually managing the Cassadine estate. Valentine? Oh, he's still alive, just hiding out. I think Spencer ended up with control of the estate while Nicholas is locked away in prison. But here's the fun part. Alexis is a Cassadine herself. She's the product of Maiko's affair, though Helena hated her existence. And of course, Alexis loathes the Cassadines, but oddly enough, she's still close with her nephews, Nicholas and Spencer. So since she's a lawyer and, the one saying non-evil Cassadine, she's probably the best choice to manage everything. So much drama with the Cassadines, right? Side note, wouldn't it be hilarious if Alexis found some crazy loophole to take Ava's fortune for herself? I mean, after Ava's law license got yanked and all that mess with Christina and, that baby whose name we're not allowed to speak. Just imagine the chaos. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.